Stuff that I tell you about what's in the Bible ain't so you can go try to figure out the Bible. You know, at the end of the day, if you go back and really look at everything I said, everything that I've ever said, it's with the intent to move everything out of the way where you're left with nothing to think about but Christ and Him crucified.
Yes.
And everything I preach is to show how everything is talking about that. It isn't so you could say, well, I need to be able to go discern all that and be able to figure all that out. Because at the end of the day, all that stuff that I just said and figured out, it's only so good as to keep your mind filled with the faith of God and not your own words. Right? Because it's like the message I preached a long time ago. Faith came to do something to you.
Right.
You don't do faith, faith does you. You see, Moses wasn't telling the children of Israel to do faith. He was preaching the faith because he knows faith will give birth to something inside of a person where they stand still and they see the salvation of God. He knows that it gives birth to something inside of people where they'll be still and know that Yahweh is God. Where they'll be filled with the childlike awe at the awesome work of God. That's why it says God, having the spirit of faith, calls those things which be not as though they were. What it means is God calls forth the rest. God don't come and tell you you must rest. He comes and speaks a word that puts you to rest.
Yeah.
He calls forth rest, and He doesn't do it by telling you to rest. He calls forth rest by planting something in you that causes you to go to rest. Big difference. I mean, the first several years of my life in grace, I just knew we were supposed to rest. And so what I was saying there was the truth, but it still left it up kind of like where the carnal mind could say, I gotta rest. I gotta rest. You want to know how you enter God's rest? Man, you hear His word.
That's right.
And if you have, and I don't